Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kelvin, your host of Situation the Podcast.
And I'm your co-host, Miss Deanna.
Deanna, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. We have a special guest in the building for today. Um, we have somebody that's kind of dear to me, someone that I've been knowing
Okay.
quite some time. She also models. She's an entrepreneur, and well, you know what? I tell you what I'm gonna do. Opposed to me giving you her intro, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Let's
Okay.
give a warm welcome to Queen B. Baldwin.
Hi, how are you guys? Thanks
Hi.
for having me.
Brianna, how you doing today?
I'm blessed. I can't complain. And thank you for having me. I appreciate this.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. It was about time for you to make your appearance, so I figured, why not now?
Thank you. Thank you.
And by the way, Brianna, that's our co-host, Miss Deanna.
Hi, Miss B.
Hi. Welcome to the show.
And thank you for having me.
Well, let me do this the right way. Once again, we have Queen B. Baldwin. Make sure we give you a warm round of applause here. So, how you doing today, man? What's been going on?
Well, a lot's been going on, but great things. But a lot has been going on. I'm just starting new adventures and blessed to be always working with you, whether if it's photo shoots or your new adventures. I'm always great to just having you in my corner and being a great friend and mentor and everything to me. But a lot, a lot of great things been going on.
I truly appreciate that. I truly appreciate that because yeah, we've been rocking for some time now. I was prior to this. Once you confirmed that you was gonna come, I started reflecting on some of the things that we've been through in the past together, and the first thing that popped into my mind was me getting you out of that bogus contract.
Woo! That's why I say like we are great
Woo.
friends. Gonna be the best of friends to the end. Cause Mr. Kevin, you are a wonderful man, a great guy. So yes, you was in my corner when I needed you in that situation. And yes, woo, that's a
Yeah,
whole nother
Tiana.
subject,
Right.
Kevin.
I know, right? I know, right? We can write a book on this.
Look.
Tiana, she was in this contract, yeah, modeling contract, Tiana, and
Mhm.
she used to always tell me about it. So I said, let me
Okay.
see the contract. So I'm reading over the contract and I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh hell no. So I called the management company and was like, hey,
Mhm.
I put that attorney voice on. I already knew what I wanted to say. And shit,
Right.
I got out that contract the same day. That,
Okay.
that shit was so bogus.
Remember, he
But
ended
yeah,
up
we've been
lying
rocking.
and all that started trying to threaten me. Like, you got your attorney, I got mine. I was like, man, having Mr. Kevin in your corner is a great deal. That's a great friend. Great
That's
friend.
what's
It
up.
And I'm
is.
for
Yeah.
that, yes. So I know you are a great person, Miss Tatiana. Look, so
Well, yeah, me and
I'm
Tiana
so
we've
sorry.
been rocking for some time too now.
Nice.
Yeah, we
I'm
we we
sorry,
got a
my
lot of
phone.
years under our belt as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you get your phone situated, get your camera back in place.
I'm sorry about that, y'all.
And then wait that way
Everybody
we
everybody calling in. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I deeply apologize.
well, you know what though?
Oh, happy
Well, with that
birthday.
with that being said, from situations to podcast to you, Queen B, happy birthday.
Thank you. Yes, because I'm sorry, everybody just trying to call in and text me. So I deeply apologize.
No problem, no problem. Well, we're not gonna keep you. We know you got a busy schedule ahead of you today, so we're gonna make sure we're gonna dive into this interview, and that way we can let you take care of your affairs. Okay. So I need you to sit your phone, your camera, just tilt it up just a little more,
Okay.
right about there. Okay, let me see you.
Can you
Okay,
see me?
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna lead this thing off. Okay, so
Okay.
what I want to know, some of us know, and some of us may not know. You went from modeling. I mean, you went from dancer to model. Okay, what inspired your transition from dancing into modeling and then into entrepreneurship?
Oh, okay, good question. So I always been in pageants though when I was a little girl. So I started off with that. So with that, I just kept doing it, and then I kept doing photo shoots. But then when you graduate high school, you like, man, I and you just me. I was like, I here if you need a job, and I was like, you know what? I got the looks, I got the body. I'm about to go dance. And I took off when I started when I was 19, and I just took off, Mr. Kevin. But I always kept being the model. I always kept that in my mind, not to stop on that career because that's what made me happy.
Right.
So it was always in me with that, always.
Okay. Okay.
I don't do pageants no more, but the modeling, yes, that's that modeling. No matter what it is, I'm gonna always, hey, let's do a photo shoot. I want to do a photo shoot.
Right. So let me ask you, when did you hang up your dancing career?
Okay, that's a good question. So I stopped that 5 years ago. When I
Okay.
when I hit 30, I was like, it's time for me to put the stripper heels on up. I think I had my run. It was good. I have no complaints. I made the money I made, blew off the money I blew off. You know,
Right.
I met wonderful people. I had some bad times, but yeah, when I hit 30, I was just ready to hang it up and like, it's time to get on that businesswoman, and be true to who you are and stay true to your brand. So I wanted to make sure of that.
So how's everything going thus far?
So far, so good. I've been doing other adventures with vending machines. So
Okay.
working different projects, adding to my brand. I'm liking that. I'm digging that. I can't complain.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. You know, many people dream of starting their own business. What was the defining moment for you to go ahead and pull that trigger and leap off into entrepreneurship?
That's a good question because when I had the money, I didn't do it. But then when I didn't have the money, I wanted to do it. And then it's like, then when I had the money, I was like, you know what? Nope, I got to make sure I do it because this time I'm not going to mess up. So it was always back then, it was a if, yeah, and won't. Because I was very used to the stripper life and making what I made every night. It was like, well, if
Right.
I don't want to push you, I can just blow it. Yeah. So it was always a if and a what, but when I did have that third opportunity to just like, you know what, no, you got it. So start doing it. That's when I was like, yep, it's that time. I need to stop playing. I'm about to be a grown woman. I'm 30 years old.
Right. Right.
So what exactly do you do?
Well, I do everything. I'm also a chef. I cook.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I cook. The vending machines. I just started off. Modeling, of course. I bartend as well. So when I
Okay.
when I go to events, I tell them that I bartend, so that way they can have a bar at the service, waiter at the
Hmm.
service. Yep. I also used to be a massage therapist, so even that too
Okay.
is on my belt. So
Yeah.
look, I try
Right.
to keep. I'm always keeping my mind open because a terrible
Hmm.
mind is a terrible thing to waste. So I always keep
Right.
my mind to try new adventures and learn new degrees, especially with health and with culinary food
Hmm.
and business marketing, of course, too, as well, hospitality. Like,
Right.
I always stay in them fields to try to learn. So I'm always different adventures with them, different adventures.
Okay.
Okay. That's
So
good.
with the vending machines, that's what I was meant. I guess specifically, like, what do you do
I'm
with
so
the vending
sorry, y'all.
machines?
Okay, say that one more time.
Bring
What
your
do you do
camera.
with the vending machines?
Tip your camera up just a little more.
Okay, I got you. Okay, can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Her question
So
to
with
you was,
um
okay, go ahead.
my I have for woman necessaries and kids.
Okay.
Diapers, lotion, toothpaste, toothbrush, hair
Okay.
supply, um, hygiene products. I try to keep things like under between $1 to $5 because it's a vending machine.
Right.
I don't things that's too high, and I like to like I thought about it since Dollar Tree finna go down. I said I would like to have another vending machine for just everything $1. So just
Okay.
necessary. I don't do pops and stuff because I'm not a pop girl, but I
Okay.
want to doing the water, juice,
Mhm.
homemade juices. To sell my own products, sell my own food too with the vending machines. If I go to that department of the drinks, I would like to sell my own
Okay.
drinks, which would be health drinks
Okay.
because I am a nutrition freak. So, but only
Okay.
it's only necessities for women and kids.
Mhm.
Pampers, lotion, um, gel, tampons. Just yeah,
Right. All the
Okay.
necessities.
All
yep,
right.
all this.
Right. But let me ask you this: was it hard finding locations? Because I was looking into that myself. I was looking to do or to purchase two machines. I was just about to pull the trigger, but my only setback was I didn't have locations.
Okay.
And locations is very important when you're dealing with vending machines.
Oh yes, most definitely, because that's where your money come from, your location.
Right. And
Yes.
and to have a vending machine, you have to have, like I said, your locations is number one, and you got to have a lot of foot traffic. That's how
Yep.
you can become successful with those vending machines.
That's
Okay.
true.
And that was my
That's true.
that was my only drawback. That's what kept me from, going following through with it because, you know, where's the location? What location can I use that's already not utilized?
That's true. That's true, Mr. Kevin. Because
So how
mine's
was
is and beauty shop on the south side. So far it's doing so good. Like I said, I just got it, so it's so far so good. I can't complain. That's why I said I want to get another one and try to make this one a different one for just girls, like what they need, maybe underwear,
Mhm.
bras, sportswear. Cause I want to do that at a school. Cause it is all about your locations. It is your
yes,
location
yes,
is how you make your money.
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. Like I say, I see you stay busy. As long as you keep your foot to the ground, say you're gonna make some moves for sure.
Oh yes, Mr. Kevin. And having you in my corner, that is a truly blessing too, because you be helping me. When I call you or text you, you right there. So woo!
Well, I'm like that. I'm like that all the time, though. It's just like, I
Yeah.
like people with good energy. You got good energy, then I'm gonna reciprocate that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Yeah, you do.
I'm 100% certain that Deanna can attest to that.
Absolutely.
Oh yes, and she's a wonderful co-host, so I already know. I already know.
Thank you.
I can't wait
So,
to meet you in person. So nice.
I
well,
I
yeah,
know.
you all got a lot in common. Deanna is a fashion girl, and Brianna, you stepping off into the fashion world, so y'all can have a lot in common. Let me see where you sitting at. Okay, you might need to tilt your camera up just a little more for me. You got something you can sit in front of your camera to keep it from sliding?
I know, and that's because I got it on the table too.
You got a book or something that you could put right there, maybe.
Okay, we're gonna give her a chance to actually get her camera situated. But yeah, Tiana, she's into that fashion industry,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure you guys can learn a lot from one another. She can learn a lot from you.
Yeah, and I just got my the licensing for the food service, food and alcohol serving and all that stuff too. So
Oh, okay, okay. There you go.
yeah.
I love to see you guys making moves. Continue to make those moves.
Yeah.
Okay, she should be almost ready now.
I'm like, after we get done, I'm gonna cook a dinner today, I guess. Make a couple of
What's on the
cheesecakes.
menu? Wait, what's on the menu?
I'm making white rice with some smothered pork chops and some corn, and then I'm gonna make a couple of cheesecakes.
Oh, okay, okay, that's what's up. I
Yeah,
mean, sounds good. I don't do the pork, but everything she say
yeah.
sounds good.
I'm making for the kids. Well, I took out some baked chicken too, so I'll probably eat
Oh,
that.
okay. Like now we talking chicken and rice. I can take
I got options for everybody.
it. Okay, let me know when you're about set, Brianna.
I
Okay,
took
she's back. Perfect. That's a perfect
Yep.
spot.
okay.
Perfect spot. Okay, the next question I have for you. Let's talk about collaborations. You know, collaboration is often key to success in
Yeah,
both business world and the artistic world.
that's true.
Can you share a memorable collaboration experience that significantly impact your entrepreneurial journey?
Hmm. Are we talking good or bad?
Well, I mean, hey, this is a grown folks podcast. Okay,
Yes.
Excuse me.
That's why I'm asking, Mr. Kevin,
speak
because
your you you can speak your truth here, and you're
yes,
safe.
to be honest, I would say it would be something. It was on a bad term, and that made me grow and keep my eyes alert and what to look out for mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and then in that modeling world. So my experience to me was it was one of the baddest experience, and I think that was my eye opener. And after that, I made sure, and then after that, it never happened again. So
You mind sharing your story?
having with somebody that you shouldn't, like they say, you can't work with everybody. Just like they
Right,
say, sometimes lovers can't work together. And I
right.
agree on that. So some people you just work with, collab on, and me having a bad collaboration with somebody doing a model and shoot. Oh yeah, that I needed that. That was my eye opener.
You
That
mind me asking what happened?
it was just he wasn't he
You
wasn't
don't
very
listen. You don't hold back. You don't have to
yeah.
hold back.
And you know how we talking. I wanna find the nicest words to say and then say
This
it.
is you speak your Brianna.
It's
Speak your truth.
in the most respectful way, But the guy was at the first beginning of the shoot, it was cool, but then after like 20, 20, 30 minutes, he was an asshole, and I felt like it was all wrong. Like it went wrong. It went from him trying to touch me. Everything went wrong, And I'm just saying, like, collabing with somebody just because their name is big, it doesn't mean nothing,
Right.
Absolutely.
So I learned that, and I learned that, like I said, in the most hardest way, and it hurted me because I was like, dang, like this man is a big dog man. This man is well known photographer, and you want to, what I'm saying, you want to try to rape touch all up on me, that's crazy, but no, it's not crazy, but it happens. So I learned from that. You can't collab with everybody. You gotta watch who you collab with. Everybody name don't mean nothing.
Right.
Absolutely.
Is it a Chicago photographer?
Yes.
Someone
Yes.
I know?
I'm pretty sure you do know this man. you
Oh Lord. I
know
got
this
an
man.
idea. I think I have an idea, but I don't wanna I don't wanna throw a name out there because I'm really not certain. But if you say I know him, then I'm pretty sure I know him. So
Yeah.
so so what that happened then was that your eye opener?
That was my eye opener. That's when I just said to myself and knew, like, you gotta stop trying to do photo shoots with every guy because they name is big. Or they coming in your DM saying this to you because what I'm saying, you trying to get somewhere. Oh, I learned that, Mr. Kevin. I
Right,
learned that. I said, and it was hard, and it was, it's just sad on my behalf that I had to learn the hard way because I didn't want to listen to those that was in my corner what they were saying, because I felt like, no, I know what I'm doing, and no, I didn't know what I was doing. That's a whole. They was on a whole different world. I'm in this world.
Right, right,
So it's an eye opener to learn and watch, and work with who I'm comfortable with, and that's you and another photographer, and that's it. Other
exactly.
photographers, that's it. Other than that, I learned big names don't mean nothing.
Right.
That's what
Tiana.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say that was a good thing that you, and that's what I think all up and coming models, young women, just anybody who's entering or is in this business, like trust how you feel. Do not
Yes,
second guess yourself for an opportunity that could turn into a nightmare.
yes. Thank you, my sister. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, Tiana, let me ask you this, Tiana, by you being a woman,
Hmm.
you in that modeling industry, you in that same realm. Have you ever
Right.
experienced anything to this magnitude?
I have not so much as touching, but just trying to push me past my limits of being comfortable. Like I'm
Okay.
not really the one to want to take everything off all the time or whatever. We do stuff in an artistic way that I feel comfortable with and it comes out amazing. But I'm comfortable with working with you and you have always been, professional and taking great care of me and what I need and what I wanted, us executing what we're trying to, put out there.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, sometimes people just want to, oh, we got to shoot this, we got to shoot that, and everything is nudity, but it's not even being done in a tasteful way. And it's like there's a market for everything, and there are different type of models for certain things. If that's what you're
Right.
looking for, stop trying to make me feel uncomfortable and just go get somebody who's willing to do that.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys learned from these mistakes because it's really sad when you fall victim to these type of situations and don't learn from them.
Right.
That's the most important thing. You have to once you if you learn from these mistakes, not to make these same mistakes again. Because the first time it's shame on them, second time it's gonna be shame on you because you knew better.
Right. Yep. And you can just spread the word and just you know uh give the information off to someone else so that they may not even have to
That
go
way
through it
they
at all.
absolutely that way they can have an eye opener.
Yep.
And it's kind of disturbing that you say I know this person and that's kind of crazy to me. I really believe I know who you speak of. I really believe I know who you speak of. But we're gonna say that for a later date. Now, Brianna, let me ask you this.
Sometimes people abuse.
Go ahead, Tiana. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, sometimes people don't know how to be professional. Sometimes they abuse the power.
That's look.
Do that person still try to contact you now, Brianna?
Oh no, no, not at all. And I even blocked him. So yeah, it's no contact at all. It's just when I do see people that work with him models, I'll be like, I don't say nothing. I just be congratulating on a nice photo shoot and keep it moving. But
But see, sometimes you should say something. You should pull that next woman's coattails. That way she don't fall victim. You escaped it. You understand what I'm saying? You escaped it. But if you see the next person talking about, well, I'm gonna go work with so and so, you should, pull a coattail and say, hey, listen, this is my
so
experience. Keep your eyes
I,
open.
not to cut you off, Mr. Kevin, because that's also a good thing of what you're saying. Because why you say that? Because I done seen girls though that done with him, like had sexual, what I'm saying, like got kissing, and I'm like, oh, okay, so how this how you do your photo shoot with him. So with that, Mr. Kevin, it's kind of 50-50 because I done seen girls get down for photo shoots.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's out there. Yeah, it's out there. That's for sure.
Yeah. And then it's like when you do got those that don't do it, and then they the ones that's like, no, dude, I'll mess with him because he trying to touch me. Then it's like, oh well, how he trying to touch you, girl? Everybody don't like you, and then it just, trying to start a whole
Right.
drama. Yeah, so it's like, also I done seen girls get down, but I done also seen girls not get down, and it's messed up because this was happening now in this world, and I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Like,
Right.
what
Yeah.
happened to morals and
Yeah.
standards, and yeah.
It's
Right. I
it's not
agree.
for you to get it though. Your
I
like he's saying, your job was just to put the message out there, and you did that. Now, if they want to go after that, that's on them. Keep going.
Right. Absolutely.
you
So what?
right.
So with that being said, when you experience something like that, what advice do you have for the next up and coming model, the young girl, the 15-year-old or the 16-year-old? What advice would you give them?
My advice to them, first thing is believe in yourself, and if you feel that you have that gut feeling, you need to take that gut feeling and run with it. You're
And
not
you,
getting
and you,
that. You're not getting bubbles in your stomach for no reason.
and
You're
you
not
know
getting
what?
that little
It's fun.
sharp pain. Some people get a little sharp pain on the side, like, ooh, I should, that's, look,
Right.
that's time for you to get on up, on around, and get home and be safe and secure. Because it's going to be more opportunity than this opportunity. Trust me. Trust me. It's a
You
big
know,
world.
it's funny you say that because Thiana says the exact same thing, word
Yes.
for word. It's crazy. Y'all say the exact same thing, word for word.
Great
Because
minds.
you can overthink a million things. She can give advice, I can give advice, and then a person could create scenarios in their head. You can't make a feeling up. You just can't. You don't wake up and say, "Oh, I want to be nervous today." No, something happened that made you nervous.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
That's
You can't make a
unbelievable.
feeling up.
Yes.
I mean, but that's the only thing. It's like your inner GPS, your spirit. It's like it's guiding you. You have to just listen to it, and that's why they say follow your first mind. That's it. That's all of that. If you don't listen to it, sometimes it normally ends up bad.
That's true.
And you be like, dang, I should have. Some happen. You be like, oh, I started to, or I said no, and then I changed my mind. No, don't change your mind. And that's how you start second guessing yourself on everything that you do. Follow your first mind. When you feel good about something, I'm leading with that. If you don't feel good about it, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yes.
that's it. There you have it. I mean, I see you ladies.
Yeah.
Y'all think alike. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next question I have for you. When you started your journey to being a businesswoman, I noticed earlier you said you kind of took your time with it. What advice do you have for young up, young up and coming entrepreneurs that might want to start their business, but had the same lack of luster that you started out with? What advice would you give them?
My first thing is to trust in God. Make sure you praying and trusting in God, cause He gonna financially keep you secure, and that's the first thing first. And then work smarter and harder. Some people feel like you shouldn't work harder, but I feel like you can work smarter and harder at the same time.
Right,
God gave you to do that. You can do that. You are not the next person, and the next person is not you. So with that, just and staying true to yourself. A lot of people doubt themselves because they don't have somebody believing in them. But it starts with you. That's God gave it to you for a reason. It's for you to fulfill, not for the next person to fulfill. So,
Yeah.
just believe in yourself. You got the opportunity. God got you financially secure. Go ahead, take that leap and jump and go on to being a successful entrepreneur that God has called you to be. Because God ain't called his children to be poor. Plain, point, and simple.
right,
God didn't make his people to be poor. God said we was meant to be having riches and goals, and it shall happen, and he will do it for his people. As long as you just believe in him, work harder, smarter, and believe in yourself, and take that leap of faith with or without people. I learned that. I
I
was
agree.
I was one of that person that I want. Well, somebody know this person don't believe me, so I ain't gonna do it. No, I missed out on opportunities like that. As I got older now, no, I ain't missing out on no opportunities. If you don't believe in me, you don't believe in me. I believe in me.
I know that's right. Okay, well let me say this. In today's digital age, social media plays a significant role in personal branding and business promotion. Okay, so how do you utilize your online presence to drive forward?
Now I do use social media. I know I don't use it as much, but with social media, I know it is a big help. Cause I done met people and DM me from other events or from out of town, asking me about my cooking, asking me about photo shoots. Social media does play a big part, and I know also you have to be on social media a lot. So I'm on there, but I know I need to be on there more with my marketing, and I'm working on that a lot more because I see social media is a big step.
Right,
It's a big step. You never know what can happen, who can jump in and like your picture or have a comment or want you to attend something. So social media is a big event. Just as long as you're doing it the right way. That's all I say. The right positive way, yes. It was so
right. Well, you definitely right about that. This day and age, because like I said, with social media, you just never know who's watching. You never know,
Right.
like you say, who may tap in and say, hey, because that's how I built my presence. I built my presence, from social media. Um, and 99.9% of my business comes through Instagram. So
yeah,
social media is key in this day and age.
yeah. Just
Deanna,
in the right positive just in the right positive way. That's all I say.
right?
Right.
The
Deanna,
business use, I'm with it. The personal use, Mr. Kevin, I'm against it. I'm against the personal use, but the business wise, oh yeah, I'm all for it.
Deanna, so
Ooh,
so
child.
how do you feel about social media, Deanna, as far as business?
I like social media, although I feel like I'm an introvert and extrovert at the same time. I really am a loner and a private person. So
Okay,
I'm still even trying to wrap my head around, being in front of the camera or, singing on videos and posting them and just talking to people live and stuff like that. They be wanting me to do more. People will reach out to me on social media, was like, can we see you outside in real life? Cause I really just be to myself. And I'm like saying to myself, like, how all the stuff you do, you gotta deal with the public and people, but you just wanna you have to get out of being an introvert. But
right.
yeah, I mean, if you're in one city, when you get on social media, like somebody could reach out to you from Japan, from Europe, from anywhere. So I think it's a great tool to like market yourself, put yourself out there, and if people like you, they'll share it too. So it actually could become free promo for you.
Yeah, yeah, because like I say, social media is key the way it's set up. I mean, you can reach out to so many people
Yeah.
nowadays the way they have social media set up. How do you guys feel about this ban for TikTok? What do you guys think about that?
Uh,
See, I'm
I
gonna
don't.
keep it
My
real.
whole thing was just why
I,
why do they want to ban it all of a sudden now?
yeah,
Uh, it's all has something to do with some politics. Politics, some type of politics. They figure,
That's what I'm saying. But it was working before. Y'all got out of it whatever you got out of it before, and now it's not working for you anymore.
yeah,
they,
I agree.
So when the culture or world is engaging in it, so now we don't have a say or you know on do we want to keep this or not?
well,
And
all
most of
that
the
stuff
times,
all that stuff
yeah,
comes from Capitol Hill. That's on the top
right,
of, what I'm saying? That's something we can't control. That politicians stuff.
right, right. Right. I know we can't control it, but when they're able to monetize off of it and stuff like that, it's fine. And then it's like once the people start, learning monetization, and
Right.
this is some people's livelihood. So
Yeah. Yeah. People make, especially off their TikTok. A lot of people making money off TikTok.
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you snatch it away, then what? It's y'all always talking about high crime rate, but this is something that's actually being used in a positive way. People are being able to make a living off of it. Why take it away? I say keep it.
And I think that may have a lot to do with it too.
Hmm.
People making money, probably not
Yeah,
paying taxes on the money, and the
Mhm.
government, the government got their hand
Yeah.
exactly.
out.
Exactly. Hand
That
always out.
is.
That's what that's all about.
Right.
Okay, Brianna, I got another question for you. With your diverse background, you bring a unique blend of skills to the table. How do you leverage your experience as a model, an ex-dancer, and how do you bring those experiences into the business world now?
See, that's a good thing. I'm glad you say that. Cause I put it all on my belt. I let people know when they come and ask me like, well, I just want you for cooking. I'm like, okay, well, just to let you know, I also bartend, waitress and service as well. I try to bring other things when a person wants something from me. I try to bring my other adventures and my other projects and skills that I can bring to the table to let them know I just don't have this area. I have other areas as well. So I'm trying to just make people feel comfortable when they doing business with me and letting them know like you safe, secure. Not only I can do this, I can do this as well. I may not like it how you want, but if you give me a try, I can make it still be presentable. It's gonna still be acceptable. So I try to just make people feel good around me, and there's no limits. When it comes to just open up my mind when it comes to business, there's no limits. If I can do it, even if I can't do it exactly how you want, it's still gonna be done.
Right. So when you say, so in other words, if someone calls you, so what you're saying is, if someone calls you for an event and they only want you to bartend or they only want you to cater, you making sure you let them know exactly what it is you do other than catering to solidify your businesses.
Yep.
Okay,
I
I
also
got you.
what other skills I have besides just the cooking, bartending, the waitressing or decorating. I also do interior design. Um, you know, Decorations. I'm all for that. Birthday decorations. I let people know. Then I show them also too what I do. Always keep pictures before and after, because like I said, when it comes to, I always been like this with the culinary and culinary department, the hospitality department, the market. I always made sure I kept my mind open. So, like I said, I want to make sure people just thinking they just coming to me for one thing. No, I got other skills too. So, hey, if you want me to do it, I can do it. But these are my other skills too, not in just this area.
Right, right. Well, that's smart. That's smart. That way, you,
Right.
like I say, you can bring forth more things about your business that people probably didn't even know about.
Right.
Yes,
So
exactly.
that's smart. That's yeah, I can see it. I mean, I'm pretty much the same way. Someone may reach out to me and say, "Hey, I want to do a photo shoot, and I want to take the pictures and get some posters made and get them printed." And I'm like, "Hey, well, you know what? We like a one-stop shop here. We do
Yeah.
the same thing. We can get those pictures printed and posters for you as well." So I know exactly where you're coming from when you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about your entrepreneurial journey. What was your first business venture, and what was the lesson that you learned from it?
Oh, my first. It was the cooking. It was the catering. And then like my first investment in money would be the food truck. And that's when I was younger. I was like 24, 25. It was just a little small little hot dog, Polish brats food little stand.
Okay.
And that was first one, but it took off though. It really did. I learned a lot of things being with the person I was with, the ex partner, the ex team that I had. Finances. I learned about state taxes. It was
Right,
it
right,
it was that my first little bra stand. That was my first journey of taking off. I'm like, okay, see, I can do this. I can do this. As long as I just keep to it. This my work. What they say, if you love what you do, you'll never have to work again. So
yeah. Because you don't look at it as work.
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
So yeah, my first business, it was the bra stand, and it really it took off. It really, I was like, yep, I can do this. I'm a woman. Even though I was only like 24, 25, I still felt like I was a woman because I was like, I got my own bra stand. What you talking about?
Right. So how long have you actually had this entrepreneurial mindset?
Oh, that's a good question, Mr. Kevin, because my dad's an army man. He's a
Okay.
veteran. So yeah, so being having the army father growing up, it was you structure, discipline. Look, you go, you
Right.
know.
Right.
So
I know. Yes, I know. My father was also an army man.
yeah, my first job, I was 14, steak and shake, being a waitress. So yeah, Mr. Kevin, my dad always made sure that like my mindset though is always being running my business and doing my calling, fulfilling my calling since I was a child, little girl.
Right.
You know, even with modeling, people may feel like modeling is not a lot to them, or they say, oh well, you don't, it's not big enough. I feel like yes, it is because that's art. You will always go far in art, always. Never can go wrong.
So, in your business journey, how do you maintain a positive mindset?
Oh, that's a good question, Mr. Kevin, because that it is hard. It is hard because and I'm gonna say that because my thing is you get people that call you because they want something. They don't call you to check up on you. And it's like I love being in the position I am, but then at the same time I don't. But like my mom always said, you got to make sure you get time to say. Like my mom always said, just make sure you get time to say thank you, Jesus. Whether if you're in a good mood or bad mood, and then when I say that or call on His name, I do make sure it plays a big effect on me changing my mood and my mindset and my energy. Like, okay, I hear you, God. I got this.
Okay.
Because when when I'm gonna be honest, in this, Mr. Kevin, and I'm pretty sure Miss Lady, Miss Queen know too. Like when you making it, you are alone. You by yourself because everybody just wants something from you. Ain't nobody checking up on you. They just
Right.
seeing how much you got. That's it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's like it is hard keeping a positive mindset, but by the grace of God, I make sure that I call on His name to make sure, like, all right, snap back into reality. You got this. You got this. You're not alone. You got this.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, like I say, you're absolutely right, 100%, because you do have people out here that leech. Only call you when they want something.
Yeah.
Never call you genuinely to say, hey, you good?
Right.
Are you okay? You need
Right.
anything? That sort of thing. So I
Never
can I can
words or
attest to that.
scripture or something. you know?
Right.
But that's why you
Absolutely.
got to set them boundaries.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And when you think about those lonely times that you were by yourself, or how you had to struggle, for your dream to become a reality, it's like you can't give everything you have away if you're still building, because you'll be right back at square one with them doing nothing.
That's true. That's true.
So you got to set those boundaries.
Yes, that's true. And then why you say that too, like, when I stopped being a dancer, I lost a lot of
Mhm.
people because I stopped being a dancer. Like a lot of girls, a lot of so those that knew me. When I stopped
Mhm.
dancing, like they stopped and left me alone too. And it was like, it was kind of like, like what? But then it was like, hey, I get it. I don't want to be what y'all want to be, and that's cool. I'm not judging y'all, but I'm not where y'all at.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm so I'm somewhere different, and if I had to have new friends on this journey, then so be it. That's cool with
Right.
me. But I see what it is. Don't think I don't see.
Hmm.
Well,
And
go ahead, Theo.
I was just gonna say that's a good thing for anyone to recognize when a certain season is up and you're entering a new season, or you're entering a new path or a new business venture. Those people may not be supportive because they were cool for that moment or whatever that venture was about. Now you're entering something new, so you have to continue to have that open mindset that you said you have, and just meet new people, like-minded people, on what you're doing, now presently, so that you can be successful in this, venture as well.
You're right. You're right. Yes, I see that. I see that. I said, oh, okay, all right. I get it. I'm a little
Hmm.
salty, like they say. I'm like,
But
I see the clear.
Yeah.
yeah, but there's no reason to be salty. Like you said, if they wasn't able to see your process or your glow up, that's
Yep.
not that's not your fault.
Right.
You know, if you knew it was time for you to take that next step and you made that next step, if they not happy for you, then that's
Right.
that's that's on them. That's on them because what you supposed to dance till you 40? You know,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Make it make
Right.
sense.
Right.
You know, you like you said, you got something else on your mind. You got other things that you're trying to do and trying to accomplish before you leave here. You can't just be out there shaking your ass every day, all
Right.
day.
Come on, all right.
Right.
You know,
But then that's what they'll do. They'll try to make it seem, oh, she thinks she better, or make it seem like you're doing something wrong because you want, what I'm saying, to venture out and do more things. There's nothing wrong with that. And we have to be
Yeah,
okay with letting people have whatever feeling and perceptions they have about us and keep going anyway.
right.
absolutely.
Right about that. You right about that.
Because they will keep you right there with them, and you're not going to grow if you just keep listening to what other people want you to do and not following your own heart.
Well, we know the birthday girl is in the building. What's your plans
Yes.
for your birthday? What you got going on?
Well, I'm just gonna go to dinner, y'all, Benihana, and just get cute, and that's it. Cause I gotta be at work in the morning, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it cool. And I'm a
Right.
party, but
Yeah.
then I'm so.
Well, on behalf of Situation the Podcast, we want to say happy birthday.
Happy
We want you to
birthday.
right. We want you to really enjoy yourself and have a good time and be
Yes.
safe out there in those streets. Because those streets streets is the
Yeah.
dangers out there in those streets.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yes, Miss. And I can't wait to meet you in person.
Tiana.
I want to meet you too.
Okay, but
Yes.
before
Okay.
I let go ahead, say that again. Say it again, Brianna.
No, go ahead, Mr. No, go ahead. I was just saying I can't wait to meet her in person.
Okay. I got one more question I want to ask you before I let you go. Are you a 50-50 woman?
Of course.
Okay. All right. How about you,
Okay.
Tiana? What you feel about 50-50 relationships?
I don't know if I'm a 50-50 woman, because one day the person might only have 20% and you might
Okay.
have to be 70. If you really
Okay.
locked in like that, you might have to be 70. Or
Okay.
you
I
might
like
only
both of
have
y'all
10 and they
perspectives.
might have to be 90. It's.
Right. Right. Well, I like both of y'all perspectives. And the reason why I asked that is because, once again, it's going around on social media how women feel they shouldn't be in 50-50 relationships. And
Hmm.
this is just my take on it real quick. My take on it is if you're not a 50-50 in a 50-50 relationships, or sometimes you may have to pick up the slack and it's 80-20 or even 70-30,
Right.
then how are you supposed to save if you want the man to cover all the bills? How you supposed to save?
Right. Right.
Exactly. All right.
How do you get
Yeah.
to that next? How do you get to that next level
Right.
if you're not saving something?
Absolutely. Right.
You know. But I just wanted to hear you guys take on that. And once again, Brianna, we want to say happy birthday to you. But before I let you go, tell everybody where they can find you and how they can follow you on your social media.
Okay. So I am on Instagram, Model B Baldwin, and then I also have my second page, Queen B Baldwin, and then I have my cooking page, Chef B Baldwin. And then I'm also on TikTok, Queen B Baldwin, and you can find me on Snapchat at Queen B Baldwin. So yes,
There you
check
go.
me
Tiana,
out.
Tiana.
I'm Miss Deanna. You can find me on Instagram under that name. Facebook, you can find me under Deanna Chester. And I also have Elite Glamour Girls page for makeup and fashion.
And it's funny that you say that because Brianna, and when I tell you this, Tiana has a glam company for styling. She is really, really fucking dope.
I just started following her. I've been looking her page. I know she see
Check
it.
her, check her styles out. Check her styles out. Check her. Look how she put them outfits together.
Look.
I just
Yeah.
talked to Kevin. I'm definitely gonna have him to do a couple of websites for me. One for the styling and glam stuff, and one for my music too. So I sing as well. So I'm getting everything together as far as the marketing. So this year it's just gonna be, some
Hey,
moves being
Brianna, I'm
made.
on her. I stay on her. I stay on her.
He do.
But
He do.
but you know what though? Let's do something special for you. I know I said I was gonna let you go, but I got something special for you. Um, now she's been getting over a slight cold, so
Yeah.
she's kind of been um, nursing herself back to health. But
Yes.
I'm gonna have her give you a happy birthday. Okay? Check this out. Go ahead, Tiana. Give me a little bit.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brianna. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Thank you, Mark.
girl.
That for me. Oh, you did that for me, girl. Yes.
Look, we're gonna have to celebrate and have us a cocktail soon.
Yes.
Hey, Tiana, she already got a cocktail in her hand.
Okay, look, okay.
Hey y'all, there you have it, man. There you have it. Situation the podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Situation the podcast. You can also find me on Instagram at Royal Divas Mag. Make sure you guys tune in weekly every Sunday at 1 p.m. Times may change here and there, but every Sunday we're gonna have guests. We may have guests, we may not have guests, but we appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. And once again, I want to say
Absolutely,
this. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. Don't let that go over y'all head. All right. Brianna, once
absolutely.
again, I want to say thank you for taking the time out, spending this last hour with us. And once again, on behalf of myself and Situation the Podcast, I want to say happy birthday and you really enjoy yourself, okay?
Thank you,
Yes.
and thank you for having me, my queen.
For sure.
I love
Thank you
y'all.
for
Brianna,
coming.
don't go
All
nowhere,
right, love you
Brianna.
too.
Don't go nowhere, Brianna. We finna get up out of here, but stay tight, okay? Hold tight.
I got
All
you.
right. All right, y'all. There you have it.
Okay.
Another one in the books with Queen B. Baldwin. See you guys next week.
See you next.